My name is Olivia. I am 30 years old. I live in a small apartment with my mother. Life was not always easy, but we were happy together. My father passed away when I was 15. Since then, it was just me and my mom. She worked hard every day to give me a better life. I loved her more than anything. She was my best friend. Every evening we sat together and talked about our day. She always smiled, even when she was tired. Her smile gave me strength. I worked as a teacher at a local school. I loved my students, but my heart was always worried about my mother. She was getting older, and her health was not good. Some days, she was too weak to get out of bed. I wanted to do more for her, but I did not earn much. One day, I came home from work and found her lying on the floor. My heart stopped. I ran to her and held her hand. "Mom, wake up," I cried. Her face was pale, and her hands were cold. I called an ambulance, and they took her to the hospital. The doctor's face was serious. "Your mother's heart is weak," he said quietly. "She needs surgery, but it is very expensive." Tears filled my eyes. I did not have that much money. I felt helpless. I sat by her bed every night, holding her hand, hoping she would stay with me. "Please don't leave me," I whispered. Days turned into weeks. I worked harder than ever. I took extra classes and gave private lessons. I saved every penny, but it was not enough. One evening, as I walked home from work, it started to rain. I had no umbrella, and my clothes were wet. I felt tired and broken. I wanted to be strong, but I was scared. What if I lost her? When I reached home, I found a letter in the mailbox. It had no name. I opened it with shaking hands. Inside, there was a small note. "For your mother's surgery, take care of her." And with the note, there was $20,000. My heart raced. Who sent this? Why? I did not know, but it was enough to save her. The next day, I took my mother to the hospital. The surgery was long, and I waited outside, praying for a miracle. Hours passed. Finally, the doctor came out. "The surgery was successful," he said softly. "Your mother will be okay." Tears fell down my face. I ran to her room and held her hand. "You're safe, Mom," I whispered. A week later, my mother came home. Her smile was warm again. Life slowly became better. But I still wondered, who helped us? Months passed, and I never found out who sent the money. But one day, as I was teaching, a man came to my classroom. His name was Daniel. He was tall and quiet, with kind eyes. "I wanted to see the teacher who changed my sister's life," he said. I remembered his sister. a shy girl who once struggled in my class. I had helped her when no one else did. "It was you," I said softly. "You helped my mother." He smiled gently. "You gave kindness without asking for anything. I wanted to do the same." Our lives crossed that day, and soon Daniel became more than a stranger. He became a friend. He visited often, bringing flowers for my mother and warm words for me. As days passed, Daniel became a part of our lives. He visited every weekend, always bringing something: fresh fruit for my mother, books for me, or simply his warm smile. My mother liked him. I could see it in the way her face lit up when he walked through the door. One evening after dinner, my mother smiled softly and said, "Daniel, you take care of us like family." He laughed gently. "You both mean a lot to me," he said, his eyes meeting mine for a moment. My heart skipped a beat. After my mother went to bed, Daniel stayed to help me clean the dishes. The kitchen was quiet, except for the sound of running water. As I handed him a plate to dry, he spoke softly. "Olivia," he began, "I didn't just help your mother because of what you did for my sister." I turned to him, confused. "Then why?" I asked quietly. He looked down, as if searching for the right words. "Because I care about you." His voice was warm, but unsure. "From the first day I saw you, I knew you were special. Your kindness, your strength, I couldn't just walk away." For a moment, I could not speak. My heart felt full, yet heavy with fear. I had lost so much before. Was it safe to open my heart again? "You don't have to say anything now," he added quickly. "I just wanted you to know how I feel." I nodded slowly, unsure of how to respond. My heart was grateful, but my mind was still afraid of losing someone else I loved. Weeks passed, and Daniel never changed. He was patient. He never pushed me to answer. Instead, he stayed by my side through my mother's recovery, through my long days at work, through my moments of doubt. One evening, my mother and I sat on the porch watching the sunset. The sky was painted with soft orange and pink. She turned to me and said gently, "Olivia, you are strong, but you don't have to carry everything alone." Her words touched something deep inside me. I realized how much I had been holding back, how much I wanted to trust again. The next time Daniel came over, I asked him to walk with me. We strolled through the park, the autumn leaves crunching beneath our feet. My heart pounded as I finally spoke. "Daniel," I said softly, "I'm scared to let someone in, but I don't want to lose you." He stopped walking and turned to face me. His eyes were warm, full of understanding. "You won't lose me, Olivia," he promised. "I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere." For the first time in a long time, I felt safe. I reached for his hand, and he held mine gently, as if he knew how fragile my heart was. Months passed, and our love grew stronger. My mother grew healthier, and I smiled more. With Daniel by my side, the pain I once carried felt lighter. One day, after dinner, Daniel stood up and took a small box from his pocket. My heart raced as he knelt down in front of me. "Olivia," he said softly, "you taught me that kindness can change a life. You changed mine. Will you marry me?" Tears filled my eyes, but this time they were tears of joy. I nodded, unable to speak. "Yes," I whispered. "Yes, Daniel." My mother clapped her hands with happiness, and Daniel slipped the ring on my finger. In that moment, I realized something important. Life had broken me once, but love had healed me. I had lost everything, but in the end, love found me. And this time, I was not afraid to hold on to it.